My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. We have talked in past videos a little bit about what happens when you're sued. And we talked about how important it is to accept service, to read the papers so that you can get information, to gather whatever information you may have as a defense. Ultimately, what I'd like to talk about today is you notified you're being sued. How does one defend him or herself? Well, I think if you've done what we've talked about before by gathering the information, reading it, and getting an understanding about it, you've come a long way. Now what you need to do is reach out to an attorney. Find out whether or not it's something that a private attorney can help you with. In doing so, I want you to understand a couple things. There are certain kinds of suits for which you must gather your own evidence and get your own attorney. There are other suits where you have to notify a third-party entity and they get the attorney for you. For example, you're in a car accident. Somebody's suing you, claiming that they have a personal injury that's your fault. Well, you could call a private attorney, but because the law requires you to have auto insurance, you may not be aware that your auto insurance, they have attorneys and their job is to defend and indemnify you. So, yeah, you could call a private attorney, but there's no particular need, and if that attorney is smart, he's going to say to you, look, I appreciate the call. I'll try to help you any way I can, but you need to be aware that your insurance on your car will cover this. So what you need to do is call them up, tell them you got served with papers, send them the papers, and they in turn will assign one of their insurance attorneys to represent you. So if you have an auto case, you need to know that that's a possibility. Another thing you should know about is in a homeowner's environment, let's say you had a party to celebrate your winning your custody of your child. So you had friends and family over to celebrate the momentous occasion because you hired our law firm to represent you and now you have a reunification. It's a great thing. And you know what happened? On the way in, somebody slipped and fell on your concrete and broke their elbow, whatever. Now you found out that you're being sued. What do you do about it? Well, because you're going to likely have homeowner's insurance, you may not be aware that the homeowner's insurance doesn't only protect you if your shingles blow off from a storm and doesn't only help you if you get a flood in your basement, but if somebody sues you for something that happened in your or on your property or in your house, that is covered by the homeowner. So what does that mean? It means they will defend and indemnify you. So if you have, a State Farm or whatever carrier you have that insures your home, and you get sued, you should be contacting them. They in turn will tell you to send them the papers, and they will assign a homeowner's insurance defense attorney, and he in turn will be your attorney for that thing. So you really don't need a private attorney unless you don't have insurance. If you don't have insurance and you're self-insured for those kind of items, then of course you'd have to reach out to your attorney and say, look, I didn't have coverage and now I'm being sued, so what do I do? And that attorney will further direct you. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.